before we start with a more complicated design, let's take a look at something a little bit simpler. You can see here that we have a standard torpedo, but in this case we've added some stuff on, which is highlighted in green. You can see we have some merge blocks with warheads attached in all 4 directions. We have an additional gyroscope, and we also have an event block with a timer. First, let's set up the gyroscope. It's very important that you see the 2 eyes facing forward. This way is incorrect, but would still work. This would make things a bit more complicated. So make sure the 2 eyes are forward. Next, we'll set up our gyroscope. So we'll find that and give it a unique name. We'll then turn it off and activate the override controls. We'll then set roll override to maximum. Next, add on the merge blocks with 2 warheads on the end for each. Once the merge blocks are set up, next put them all into a group, which we'll call the release group. We'll then also take the warheads, we'll also put those into a group as well. Next, add the event controller and a timer block. Next, we'll go set up our event block, giving that a unique name. In this case, we'll call it arming distance. For the event, we'll choose distance to lock target, equal to or less than, and we'll set this to 350. The last thing we need to do is find the offensive AI and add that to the selected blocks. And finally, we will select actions for our event block. So first, we're going to find our override gyroscope and turn that on. And we'll press Ctrl 2 to go to the next toolbar on our event block. We'll find the normal gyroscope and we'll turn that off. Open Ctrl 3. We'll then find our new timer block and press Start on that. And Ctrl 4. We'll then turn off the offensive AI. And we'll also turn off the flight AI, because otherwise the flight AI will stop the override gyroscope from working. And finally, we don't want the inertial dampeners slowing down our torpedo. So we're going to go find our thruster group. I'm going to turn off the thrusters as well. Finally, the timer block. So we'll go find our new timer block. We'll give that a name, release timer block. We'll give it just a 1-second delay. And for its actions, we're going to go find the cluster warheads group, and we will arm those. And we'll also turn off all the merge blocks as well. And for the final setup, we'll go find our arming distance event controller. We'll turn that off. We'll then go to the AI activation timer block, and we'll add to its actions. We'll have it find the arming distance event controller, and we'll turn that on. And finally, we will activate our launch timer and give it a go. It's launched, AI active, homing in on the target. And with that working, all that's really left is to explore the idea and to expand it further, possibly by adding on an additional set of cluster bombs with an extra timer to release additional second later. Or you can move on to the one I have in the workshop, just having a full set of 4 there, and a little shield at the front. And I have here a welder array to print out a number of cluster torpedoes. And it first starts by building 2 decoy torpedoes to draw the enemy's fire away, to make sure that these cluster torpedoes here can connect. And that's it. and I wish you the very best of luck with your torpedo designs. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time.